La 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 la. 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 Girl, I've been all over the world looking for you. I'm not taking what I think I deserve, and you're overdue. And if you listen, you can hear me through the radio in that bright white noise. What I've been. Good morning. McAvinnue's School, Mr. Dahman here, handling the McAvinue morning announcements. Today is Monday, June 5th, 2023. Thank you once again for joining me for the Monday edition of McAvinnue's morning announcements. I hope that everyone had a great weekend. Even though it was rainy and the temperatures were cool, it was still good to be able to relax a little bit and recover because we have a busy final 12 days of school to come. Unfortunately, as everybody knows, Friday, super hot. And we had those rain showers that moved in later on, a little bit of thunder as well. So we had to postpone McAvinnue's Potastic Field Day. We are scheduled to have it this week on Thursday, June 8th. Now, you might be wondering, Mr. Domina, I heard that it's going to rain all week. Yes, it's going to get a little bit better as the end of the week approaches, Friday through the weekend. Thursdays, forecasted temperature and outside weather is the following: about 64 degrees, so perfect temperature, and a little bit of rainy, little bit of rain, not a little bit of rainy, about 40% chance of rain. And that rain really has a stronger chance right in that 40% range, right between 1 and 2 p.m. So it looks still pretty good for us to be able to have our field day on Thursday. We're basically going to have it no matter what, unless the forecast changes dramatically and we're going to get super heavy rain all day, or it's going to be thunder and lightning, and it's just not going to be safe to go outside. So I'm feeling pretty confident that we're going to be able to get all of our outdoor field event activities in a safe manner. Some of our third and fourth graders that have that last rotation at 12:35 to 2 o'clock, they're going to have to dress accordingly for the weather, because if it is sprinkling outside, we're going to stay out there up until 2 o'clock before we come back in for some more fun activities, pardon me, down in the gym when we do our teacher challenge event that we typically do. So I just wanted to let everybody know it's about a 99% chance. Boom, we are going to have McAvinnue's Potastic Field Day on Thursday, unless something dramatic changes with the weather, right? Gonna be awesome. Everything is planned. I sent out an email to the teachers about station rotations. We are ready to go, and hopefully you are as well. So that is your McAvinnue's Potastic Field Day update and reminder. Now we're ready to start, like we always do, by coming together as one unified collective school, showing our ultimate sign of respect. You know it by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. So let's stand up. Turn your voice off, put your right hand over your heart. Make sure to face the flag that's in your classroom or learning space, and we will begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nice job, everyone, showing your ultimate sign of respect. And that's right, I reminded everybody with a little bit of a teaser on the Friday edition, bringing back the tree pose once again. I talked about it on Friday a little bit, but I will provide a reminder now. It is a red pose, and you know that red poses have traditional yoga movements, and the tree pose is exactly that. It really focuses on increasing our ability to remain focused through some yoga movements that work on balance. And the way that we really maintain our balance is by really concentrating on the movements. And remember, we talk about that spot called the focal spot. The focal spot is anything that you look at and stare at that's in your classroom, and that you don't look away. It allows your body and brain to work together so you can maintain balance. We talk about that a lot in some of our yoga poses. Now, let's stop talking about it and let's start practicing it. So I need to get everybody in the standing mountain pose, which is your feet hip width apart and hands down by your side. Take a look at the picture on the right-hand side, the top picture at number 1 and number 2. You basically have to decide, do I keep my left leg on the ground or my right leg on the ground? And do I pick up the opposite leg and simply rest it on my calf area? I'm going to choose to keep my right leg down, and my left leg is going to be resting on my calf area. So now I've done my lower body.
Now it's just the upper body movements that we have to do. Simple. All you do is put your hands right in front of your chest area here. That is literally the movement that you have to have right now. I remind everyone to find that focal spot across the room because you need to really maintain balance for this next move. I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you do that, raise your hands above your head like you're diving into the pool. All right. And release that breath. Let's do that one more time. Put your hands back down right in the center of your chest. Deep breath in. Hands above your head. And release it. Let's hold this position here. And remember, that's where that focal point comes in handy. Helps you really maintain balance. I'm doing a pretty good job with this one. Now what you want to do, put your hands back down in the center of your chest. Put them back to your side. And now 2 feet firmly on the ground. And you should be back to the standing mountain pose. So that is it. The tree pose we did earlier in the year, like I mentioned on the Friday edition of Morning Announcements. I love this pose. I love yoga that involves traditional movements. And this is one of them. Hopefully it allowed you to increase your ability to stay focused and you're ready to have another amazing day. We'll practice this again formally as a school, as a large group on Wednesday, but you could always do it on Thursday and to the Tuesday editions when we just do the intercom announcements. You can do it individually as a student on your own, or you can choose to do it as a class, talk to your teacher, and you can figure out the best time to be able to do it. Nice job, everybody, bringing back the tree pose. Really, really cool. And I know everyone did a great job with that. All right, it's birthday time at McAvinue once again. And remember, on the Monday edition of Morning Announcements, we simply cover the Sunday and Monday birthdays. So let's get to it. We only have one birthday that we have to cover, believe it or not. So on Sunday, June 4th, which was yesterday, was Nyan's birthday in room 303. And today is Monday, June 5th. No birthdays to cover. So believe it or not, though, we do have a very decent list of student and faculty birthdays that all seem to happen right in the middle of the week. So on that Wednesday edition, many more birthdays to celebrate. But we got Nyan's birthday to celebrate right now. So let's get our birthday celebration round of applause hands ready to go so we can launch Nyan's birthday in full McAvinue style. All right. Nice job. Happy birthday, Nyan. And remember, stay tuned for that Wednesday edition. We'll have more birthdays to cover. All right, here we go. McAvinnue's joke of the day. Let's get to it. You know the drill. Student joke once again, and this is a great one. So here we go. So the joke is, why did the prince bring his father to school? Why did the prince bring his father to school? All right, think about that one. Do you have your guess, prediction, or suggestion locked in your mind? Yep, I think everybody does. All right. Why did the prince bring his father to school? Because the teacher said to bring in a ruler. So the prince's father is the king, and the king is the ruler. All right. But typically you bring a ruler that helps you measure things and draw straight lines to school. So what happens when you combine those things, a king and a ruler, you're going to bring that to school. Let's take a look at the graphic. Boom, there it is. You got a ruler, you got the king's chair, you got the scepter, and then you have a crown, boom, but it's actually a ruler, not the person, all right? Or the king is the ruler, not the person. All right, so that's McAvinnue's joke of the day. Remember to share with family and friends to get them to smirk, to get them to smile, and better yet, to get them to laugh. Love this one. Nice job. I do have plenty of student jokes to cover from now until the end of the school year. I'll do my best to get those on. But thank you once again for sharing those out. That is an amazing one. It's also on the TV that's in the main office. You may have noticed it before. But more jokes to come on the Wednesday edition. All right, here we go. Shifting gears a little bit. Good news stories that we have to share out. Curious Creatures came in on Friday for our pre-K classrooms. That is room 212 and room 211, Miss Annie's class and Mrs. Irwin's class. And the Curious Creatures is that group that comes in and brings all sorts of animals inside the school that students get to touch, hold, they learn about. It's great. Curious Creatures have been coming around McAvinue far before I was here, and we were able to get them back, and it went awesome. Those are some pictures that Miss Annie shared out with me, so simply amazing. Always fun to have Curious Creatures here. And speaking of creatures, as everyone knows, it was turtle release time where our turtles were released that were being raised up in room 303 and room 310. And we had 4 total turtles that were released out there. I believe it was at the Dracut State Forest, which worked out great. The students had to hike out 1 mile and a mile back. They learned from people that worked for the Lowell Conservation Group. Learned a lot about the turtles, the habitat, which was really great. Amazing experience for our kids, amazing experience for our school. And we will be using and being involved with that again, using that Lowell Conservation Group. They asked us if we were interested in doing it again. The answer would be yes. Maybe different classrooms this time. We'll have to see how it goes. But really, really, really cool. And I wanted to share out a funny picture that Mrs. Katrumpis shared. That's right, Mr. Domina getting some turtle love as well, enjoying his time with the turtles. Did I kiss them? I did not. Did I pretend to kiss them? Yes, I did. All right. But it was really cool. Those turtles got really big over their short time here at McAvinue. And I know that they're doing well out in the wild right now. So that is some really cool, good news to share out. This is kind of a video edition of good news. So let me give you a little bit of the history of the Polygon song in room 101, Mrs. Hubley's class. So Mr. A has been going down and taught the students the Polygon song, which was really cool. It's a nice song that really reminds you of all the elements of polygons. Remember shapes. And it's a really cool way for you to be able to remember some key things that you need to know. And so they've been practicing since Mr. A taught them the song, and they decided to do it up on the rooftop courtyard. And here's the video edition of it. So here we go. Really cool. Are you kidding me? That is simply amazing. Got to give our friends, second grade friends in room 101 a shout out. That is amazing. Good news work. So nice job. I love those good news stories that are a little different. That always happens, remember, when we do the video edition. Before you advance the slide, it plays one more time. All right, here we go. Switching gears a little bit for ST Math. That's Michael in room 204. Brand new 100%er. I heard from Mrs. Gervais that Michael was so excited that he reached 100%. Tears. Cried a little bit, got emotional, right? So that's how hard kids are working right now on ST Math and everything else here at McAvinue, that when they reach the goal that they set for themselves, they can't help but get emotional. And that's just such a great news story. So congratulations, Michael. We also have Orlando in room 205, kindergarten student, finished that kindergarten journey. Orlando will be on the 100%ers board with Michael. And we also have Skyla in room 206. Skyla will be joining the others on the 100%ers board, the very crowded 100%ers board. If you take a look at that board, not a lot of room up there. But congratulations, Skyla, moving around that kindergarten journey. So here's some good news as a school. Right now, we are launching our week at 1,188,000 puzzles that we've completed. We are definitely going to be hitting the 1,200,000 puzzle mark very soon. We still have 12 more days, pardon me, of school left. So we're going to be able to basically smash this number and keep getting higher and setting records, which is going to be amazing. That number is just unbelievable for getting those puzzles completed here during the school day. Here's the breakdown of our percent progress. We are at 112% progress overall. There's the breakdown of where everybody is. I'm not, for the sake of time, I'll let you take a look at those, but we are creeping along. Jasmine, our friend from ST Math that works with all the schools here in Lowell, she said that we would be able to hit 120% by the end of the year. Mrs. Bellaros and I said we are going to get beyond 120%. So if you take a look, we're already almost there, 8% behind. So I think we're going to be able to probably hit that one out of the park maybe as soon as next week, but we'll have to see. So keep plugging away at ST Math. That's a very cool, good news story there. And we also have another one. Take a look. Students in room 206 in Mrs. Lewis's class and Miss Lish, they have 100% progress. for the whole class. So every kid in that class is 100% progress, and it means the class is at 100% progress, which is simply amazing, right? Gotta love that. Working really hard, and Mrs. Lewis very excited, and I know if she is, Miss Lish, and I know if they're both excited, the kids have been working hard and they're super excited as well. Let's give a celebration, congratulations, round of applause for all the good news stories that we shared out right now. All right. Nice job, everybody. Keep those good news stories coming. Be happy to share them out during morning announcements. All right. Take a look at that screen. You know, when you see that McAvenue logo and that purple and teal background, it's time to talk about McAvennue's core values. What's the first one, everyone? That's right. It is respect. And what's that second one? Boom. I like it. Responsibility. And that final core value, let me hear it. That's right. It is safety. And speaking of safety, that's what we're going to launch our week with right now. Now, the area that I want kids to be the safest, right, isn't really a location at the school. It's not during in the hallway. It's not on the stairway. It's not during recess time. It is really around bubble space. And bubble space should really be something that we are thinking about and concentrating on in all locations at the school. What I have been noticing is that there's been a lot of situations where we're working with students and coming to an understanding around what bubble space is. It seems like there are kids that are using their hands when they shouldn't be. There are kids that are using their feet when there shouldn't be, and that might be in the hallway, on the stairs. That might be out at recess. It seems like bubble space is becoming a problem at the school over the last week or so with some students in some grade levels. So I thought it would be a great core value focus and challenge to really work on your bubble space for today. Give me a double thumbs up if you think you can do that. Very simple one. All right. And remember, when we put respect, responsibility, and safety all together, that's right. We will continue to make McAvenue the best school that we all know. So that's it for me. Fist bump sign out on this Monday edition. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So go get them today. Work hard today. Laugh today. Smile today. Remember your safety core value challenge today. Work really hard on everything that we're working on right now, not just ST math. Let's finish strong. We only have 12 more days. I know our grade 4 students are heading over to the Wang first thing this morning, the Wang Middle School, for their move up day, where they get a tour of the building, get to meet Mr. Stahl, get to meet Mr. Santee, their 2 principals, and meet some of their 5th grade teachers. That's going to be amazing. We also have field day happening later on in the week. Grade 4 has another weather showcase tomorrow with Jacob Wyckoff from Channel 4 News. That's going to be simply amazing. So many things happening. It's going to be a great final 12 days of this school year, but we got to work together so we can support each other so everyone has a great time and doesn't miss out. All right. So that's it from me. You'll catch up with me in all the usual places, which is, that's right, everywhere. So go get them, have some fun, and I'll see you soon. Take care.